No matter how peaceful they seem, do not attack the humans, for they know more about war than anyone else. But, sir, that planet will yield the greatest crop of jarblot this side of Kreplop 6 if only we plant several farm colonies. I said quiet. That planet is not an option. Commandant Nup looked at the flickering image of a pale blue dot through the holocaster. Which planet will be second best? We don't need a surplus, just enough to sustain projected population growth for a few years. Sir, respectfully, a stopgap measure is not a reasonable option. Well, Earth is not a reasonable option, Lieutenant Lerm. Tell me, when did you first see war? Sir? The Commandant turned away from the holocaster and the Earth replica faded quietly out of existence. When did you first feel energy torpedoes colliding with your ship's hull, first feel the reverberating pulse of the grav cannons? I served during the Duragon insurrection, sir. It was fine, mostly. One hull breach, quickly sealed. The rebellion was quelled in only 14 blazaks. I was put in charge of the navigation room after Lieutenant Skline was injured. It's the whole reason I was promoted, sir. I see. Well, Lieutenant, I first saw war in the First Milky War. The lieutenant's eyes widened briefly before he forced his face into an emotionless facade. I never knew. You clearly don't recognize Earth, but I'll give you one guess what kind of life calls that rock home. Oh, Michael Nings 1. That's right, humans. The Gorblots were fighting the Remulocs for control of the system when one ship, and anyone who says they know the ship that fired this round is lying. But anyway, one ship fired an errant round from its grav cannon. That round flew hundreds of AUs until it smacked right into a big old chunk of landmass on Earth. So far from the front lines, nobody, Gorblots or Remuloc, even noticed. But you know who noticed? Humans noticed, Lerm offered in barely more than a whisper. Humans fucking noticed, Lieutenant. Remuloc ships began reporting strange readings, damage without cause, whole lines of ships disappearing. Finally, a transmission came through of a ship being attacked. The humans, a pre-galactic species, had, at the moment of the grav round impact, diverted their entire species' efforts to the utter destruction of the poor soul who fired it. Sir, I've heard these stories before. There's always something I never understand. How could the humans possibly have developed ships capable of bringing down even the lowliest Remuloc transport, let alone a Gorblotsian battle moth? It's true. The human ships were inferior, outnumbered too. There is, however, one thing humans possess in greater purity and focus than any creature discovered before or since. Hate. Humans hate. They hate you and me with no knowledge of who we are or what we've done. They hate your mother. They hate our whole damn planet. They hate planets they haven't even heard of yet. Hate like that sustains, through generations of those short-lived hellions, again and again, throwing themselves against the Remuloc ships like a worm petitioning the gods of eternity. Why, though? Why throw something so precious as one's life, even one so insignificant as human life, away against an insurmountable force? I hate the Gorblots as much as anyone, but I would never assault their ships in the trash capsules the humans flew. There's something else the humans hate, and it is why you must never draw their attention. More than anything else in the universe, humans hate themselves. They have practiced devastation upon one another since their beginning, and they have developed an aptitude for senseless slaughter. Lieutenant Lerm closed his eyes and felt, not empathy, but something like it for the humans. Sir, how can a species carry on when their very spirits are forged of hate? Commandant Nup allowed himself a grim smile. Simple, Lieutenant. They call it hope instead.